Episode 78. What's next? Hey guys, it's David here, and welcome to another Order and Chaos discussion. Today I'm joined by a familiar guest star, and I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey noobs, it's Spirit.
And this is like the 20th time he's been on the show, so we'll be talking about the exact same thing that we talk about every single episode.
Pretty much.
So, first of all, we wanted to discuss this new dungeon, Abyss of Limitless Gears, and how retarded it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the first day, it was pretty hard, and then we realized that basically the only hard part of the dungeon was the mobs, and especially those archer mobs. Game Loft came along yesterday, or not yesterday, a few days ago, because you guys are watching this in the future. They removed the influence spell thing from being used in dungeons, so now those mobs are twice as hard because you have to deal with both the archers shooting arrows at you. It's extremely hard. So yeah, just don't do AGL, just do MCL instead. But seriously, what do you think of this new dungeon, Spirit?
Okay, for tanks, I mean, there's no point to me doing this dungeon if I was a healer, because you don't get any epics except for the one, but the one is more for melee monks.
Yeah, it is for melee. Mm-hmm.
So if you're a healer, just farm the first boss to get the gloves and the pants.
Well, the pants are from the last boss, actually, so you have to do him a few times.
Okay, that's all you need for a healer.
Yeah.
Then, if you're a melee monk, then this is your dungeon, because you get an offhand epic weapon. You get a epic wand, which has critical and spell haste, which is pretty good. Tank is alright in this dungeon, because you get the epic boots. But then, again, mage and healer don't really need it that much.
Yeah.
Unless you're really going to get the epic orb for a mage. But I don't think the stats are even that good.
Yeah, apparently it sucks.
Just farm MZL like David said.
Yeah. And for me personally, I'm still trying to get my shoes, so I went like 7 tabs yesterday in MZL, and I didn't get my shoes, so...
But I got my shield.
I know. And you got it like without tabbing, right? Like your first...
Yeah, I never tab, so
it's crazy.
It's just noob luck.
A lot of people probably hate you for not tabbing and getting epics.
Yeah. No hate, please.
It's like all the good drops are from MCL, and then the rest of the crap is from AGL, just to finish off the set, and it's not even like great stats.
It's like, I remember a guy saying that the items in AGL are like random.
Yeah. So
there's like stuff for mages with strength and normal critical level, and then the stuff for tanks that can only be worn from monks and mages. Then there's some bugs going on with tank gloves and DPS warrior gloves. They look the same on the picture, and like their texture pack is swapped around, so the DPS warrior gloves look like the tank ones.
They got super lazy with the design. Like, they use the same designs for a lot of things. For example, the Lava Blossomed Hammer that we had from GSL is now in AGL as a warrior one-hander.
Which kind of sucks because it looks retarded.
Yeah.
And then they made a lava halberd. And again, they didn't copy the texture of the lava halberd. Instead, they copied the texture pack of the red spear from SPL.
Yeah.
And they renamed it lava halberd. So that's how creative Game Loft can get, you know? Oh no, that's an MZL, but there's a healer staff that looks like the lava staff for mage. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the staves. Yeah. So, obviously Game Off is losing all their creativity these days. I wanted to talk about the T3 gear, because that's basically the reason that monks are running AGL, and all the classes, pretty much. But T3 gear, once you get it, Game Off hasn't released the recipes yet for the fragments, and as I said before, you need 3 fragments in order to make 1 essence. And these essences aren't dropping a lot, and I don't know what the reason for that is, especially if you're like on a pug team, and you know pug teams usually suck, especially in AGL. Like, if you have a pug healer who isn't geared that well, it's going to be really hard. But if you're with a pug, if you're with a pug team and the drop rate is down for essences, in my opinion, how I've seen it, it's not a good combination, and a lot of people just aren't going to be able to get T3 for a long time, or at least to upgrade it to Epic. So, I mean, they had a 50% sale for the $100 rune pack and the $50 rune pack, and basically the point of that was to get people to buy essences. That's what GameLoft wants to do. And I was actually surprised that they didn't release T3 recipes this week, because it would have made sense with all the people who bought essences over that sale. Like myself included, I used a refund from Apple to buy essences. That's definitely the best thing to do, I think. If GameLoft's going to rip you off, you rip them off. So yeah, GameLoft is expecting people to get these essences, I believe. Unless they release T3 recipes in like 2 months, then they wouldn't be scamming us, but I think they are doing that.
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm not going to spend that much money, and then, like, no, I need more essences.
But you also need essences for, like, the Unknown Tomorrow stuff, which still hasn't come out, and also that, like, 4 out of 4 stuff that doesn't have a set bonus. You're going to need probably, like, around 40 total.
They released the trinkets and stuff, just like they did for level 60. They had a set bonus, so if you had the ring, the trinket, the necklace, and the ring, the cloak or the cape,
yeah,
you get that bonus.
Yeah, they don't have that bonus with the 4 out of 4 stuff we already have, and I'm not sure if the Unknown Tomorrow stuff is going to have that either.
I don't even know what that Unknown Tomorrow stuff is going to be.
Oh, it's all on OAC Head.
Okay, really?
Browse there, yeah.
The T3, it can be beaten by just blue armor that drops in the dungeon.
Yes, that's true.
So, if like, for a healer, the robe can be beaten by, I don't know the name of it, but David has it.
It's called Robes of Unknown Fate.
Yeah, so just wear that until they release the Epic. And if you're a tank, there's like, every single bit can be replaced by a blue that's just random. They look ugly, so...
Yeah, they do. So, that's why I like the Monk Helmet, the new one that drops in AGL. It's a blue, and I can just use the hide helmet feature because it looks like ugly as hell. But it's called Hell Flower, and it has a ton of crit, wisdom, and healing power. So that's definitely better than the T3 blue hood right now. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of drops that you can replace with T3 at the moment. The fact of all of this is that, you know, T3 is gonna eventually go away, and T4 is gonna come, and then we're gonna have to use some new essences, and it might be the same essences, who knows. There's gonna be new dungeons either in Underrealm or Frostland for T4 gear, because there's no point in having dungeons if there's not gonna be some sort of tier gear. I mean, there has to be gear that comes out of the dungeons, so GameLoft's not gonna let us have T3 forever, and it's gonna be T4 eventually, and it may be very soon. It might be sooner rather than later. And
it could be tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow. Who knows? It's just going to be more and more stuff that we're able to buy. And ever since GameLoft put essences in the rune shop, it's just gone downhill. And they intend to keep raising the prices on those every time, because now essences of Epoch are like 30 runes or something. And
for free, I think.
Yeah, for 1 actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like 60 runes for 2, I think. So yeah, they're going to keep raising the price on those, and you keep needing more and more of them, so it's obvious that GameLoft's just trying to make a huge amount of money off of this, and it's really stupid. And, I mean, what they really should do is just get rid of all essences from the rune shop. They need to cut down on Nick's shop, honestly, and like...
Yeah.
But, I mean, they never do that, but...
I mean, we had an update yesterday, and that's when we were expecting the recipes for T3.
Yeah.
Instead, what we got was the Wanted mask and a new pet. Well, it's an old pet. They're just reselling it again because of the anniversary.
Yeah, and that's a good example that GameLoft is just... They care more about the money that they
and not
release.
About the players.
Yeah, but more importantly than that, they care more about the money from stupid things instead of money from important things. So wherever the money comes from is where they do it. And they see that a lot of people buy the pets. Like Petite, a lot of people bought Petite, I've seen. And a lot of people bought that other pet. So yeah, they care more about the money from that than the money that they would get from the important things in the game, because they don't really care either way, I think. And it's really sad.
Yeah, they don't care where their money comes from. They just want the money.
So I wanted to talk about the future, like the immediate future of the game, meaning like new dungeons that are coming out. So do you think that the next dungeons are going to be in Underrealm or Frostland next?
I think they're gonna fit about another 2 dungeons in Underrealm.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is a big continent compared to the other ones.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in Frostland, they're gonna make more than 10.
10.
Yeah, well, you can fit so many in there. But,
I mean, if you think about it, like there's only one dungeon for every continent in the level 60 content except for Desert, and that was the only time that there were 2. So from the past, I mean, it's hard to see that there would be more than 2 in one continent. And also, with GameLoft releasing dungeons at such a slow rate, except recently with MZL and AGL, they released them within a month. It's possible that there could be a lot more dungeons in Underrealm, and there could be a lot more in Frostland. But in my opinion, I think that they're just going to stop with Underrealm and then just go straight to Frostland next and like add 4 dungeons there. But
yeah.
Because, I mean, we already have all of the T3 gear from 2 dungeons, and we can't upgrade it yet, but that's just going to be recipes. So they would have to have at least 2 more dungeons to make T4 gear, and I don't know if they would make it in Underrealm or Frostland. It's kind of hard to tell. But it'd be cool to see, like, Frost dungeons. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, right now I'm looking at O&C, and what you were saying about lavas, you're actually right. There is it looks like there's an upgrade to them, but they are for level 65. So I'm wondering why.
What are they called?
They're called Frozen Heart.
Okay, what I'm gonna say is that I think that it's not level 65 because those items have been there for a long time, and that may have just been an estimate. There probably wasn't a level on it before, so they just said 65. Because sometimes OEC head is wrong, right. But
yeah, like maybe you can upgrade them to that, so they're level 65. Then you upgrade them again to legendary, so they're level 70.
That's possible, but I think that the level 70 dungeons in Frostland are gonna have like frost chests, and it's gonna be like the lava chest, but it's gonna drop frost epics. And these are going to be like first level epics, and then you use like frost cores, like the lava cores, and you can upgrade them to more epic, and then you make them legendary. That's what I think. I don't think they're going to do anything else with our lava epics anymore. And I'm not looking forward to getting all those frost cores, we'll just call them for now, like last time, because that took months and months. And then finally when EHL came out and I was trying to get the sigil, I never got it after like runs every single day for like 3 months or something. And then they released the level 70 content. So
yeah,
it was like,
guys, expect a level 80 update soon.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, they just rush things so much. They rush the important things, and then they slow down things that we're waiting for a long time. It's really stupid. I don't know why they do that.
They rush important things, and on top of that, they add stupid things.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nick Shop thing items.
People with lava epics didn't even get to use them lava legendaries didn't even get to use them for that long before they were already obsolete. Like, they had the level 70 content, and it took like maybe a week maximum to level up, and then they released MZL, and now all those lava epics are just pointless. But I guess that has to happen eventually with level caps and stuff, so whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, the level 70 cap, they should have like taken some time before they released the dungeon.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to wait that long for the dungeon, but then they added that time in between MZL and AGL.
Yeah.
So that they had more time working on AGL. But instead, once we hit level 70, straight after the level 70 update, we had to do world bosses, which were boring and were pointless. Even even for, I think they're going to make recipes for the mechanical gear before they'll make them for the T3. So they can make money off the mechanical gear and the essence of God.
I don't know. I think they already tricked us enough with that. I don't think anyone's going to fall for that. So if they released MZL right at the level 70 update, there would be no point in doing the mechanical gear because T3 gear would be dropping from MZL, and then people would be able to distinguish which one is T3 and which one is just stupid gear. But at the time, we thought that T3 gear was the mechanical gear. So Game Off was able to make money off of us by buying essences, and I know a lot of people did buy essences of God for that. And that was basically their plan. If they held us off until the dungeon, they would make money either way, which is what they basically wanted. And now they're making money from both the dungeons again, so they don't need that mechanical gear anymore.
Thank God a lot of people got refunded though.
Yeah, I know.
Because that was a waste of money.
But the problem with that is Game Off's going to get mad that we refunded, and it's going to just be a continuous process where they keep raising prices and we need more and more stuff. And people are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger refunds, and then eventually, like, it's just going to be like $1,000 for one essence.
If we ever get to that point, then I'll quit the game.
Yeah. I hope that I quit long before then. That's basically all we can say.
The max I spent on the game was like $21.
Really? I've spent a lot of money on this game, but I also got refunds, so it's okay.
I spent $21, including the game itself, when it was $7.
Wow. That proves that there is a way to play without spending so much money, and I know a lot of people aren't very lucky, and Spirit is really lucky because you have the shield and the crystal light, but a lot of people just don't get lucky on without tabbing, so that's the problem.
It's noob luck, guys, so if you're a noob, then you're lucky.
Yeah, I wish that they just remove tabs forever and just make exhaust infinite.
I know, like, the game's supposed to be fun, not like a place where you spend your money on.
Yeah, I know.
All your money. Some people spend freaking... when they get paid from job, they spend half their money on ordering chaos when there's rune sales.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Blizzard to buy Gameloft already and just make the game a lot better. Get rid of a lot of stuff.
If they do that, I'll be so happy because they won't ask for money, and that's...
I'd rather have Blizzard buy Ordering Chaos than make a World of Warcraft clone. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't even know.
Me neither.
Okay, I want them to bring back, like, World PvP stuff. Like the Shadow Prince. Do you remember how fun that was?
That was so fun.
Yes it was.
That was so fun that I could solo it.
I mean, I never even got anything from the Shadow Prince. Like, I didn't even get any of the trinkets. It was just fun PvP in there and killing the Shadow Prince.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, when the game didn't have dungeons, I mean, it could have got boring, but Vega was so fun.
I know.
Like, yeah, now it's like dead.
Let's reflect on the past and just not talk about now.
A minute of silence for the past.
Yeah. I mean, when RKL first came out, that was probably one of the coolest days. Because, like, it was just something completely new after, like, 3 months of the same thing. And it was really cool. It was actually pretty challenging. I don't think I was able to heal it. I don't even know if I was a healer back then. I was probably, like, a warrior. I don't know.
Oh, that's when I spent my $21.
Oh, nice.
Because when RKL came out, you had to buy runes to get tier 1.
Yeah.
And then they made a drop, and I rage quitted.
The first time that Gameloft made us pay money was for our T1, basically. And that was like the best gear in the game, so they tricked people into getting that. And yeah, since then, they have actually fixed that by making T1 and T2 and all the tiers drop in dungeons, which is better. But I mean, they kind of screwed over all the people who bought T1. It's just not fair.
Yeah, I remember spending $15 just to get that T1.
Yeah, same.
And that was just for one, like, character, one toon.
Yeah.
It was for my tank. But T1 still looks badass compared to T3, in my opinion.
I think what really saved the game was last August when they added the PvP arena update. Because there's a lot of hardcore PvP players, and a lot of people keep playing the game because of PvP arenas.
PvP.
But I mean, Game Off hasn't really done anything to make them want to keep playing. I mean, they've added a second set of gear, which is all blue. It's not even epic yet. And they haven't even added any new PvP arenas yet, so...
Yeah, I mean, they're getting bored with the same arenas every time.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that Game Off still has to do, and I wish that they'd just stop making us pay so much money, because I'm done spending money on this game until this assurance that, you know, I won't have to spend so much, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm done as well paying money.
I mean, you were done like 2 years ago, so shut up.
I really can't complain because I never spent money, but I know that people spend a lot of money.
And you're lucky that you never spend money, and you're still pro, as they would say. All those people outside of dungeons.
I don't think I'm pro. People that say they're pro, that they're cocky and stuff.
To get a team these days, you have to say pro, DPS, monk, whatever, LFG, MZL, pro teams only, and you have to say that in all caps lock, and then you'll be able to get a team.
Wait a second.
What?
You missed something.
What I miss?
It's pro experience.
Oh, true.
Oh, if you don't say that, you won't get a team.
Exactly. That's true.
That's just like saying pro noob, looking for a noob team.
Yeah,
but when
basically.
you say XP, the world changes, mate.
Yeah, I know. There's a ninja board on Glassboard. It's called Ninjas Are Us, and it's made by Philly. And he keeps track of all the ninjas of MZL and HGL and makes sure that no one runs with them. And I look in the game and I see that they're all guildless. It's pretty funny.
It's good. It's good for us, mate.
Yeah, it is good.
Because we'll never get ninja.
The problem is that like people keep getting added to the list, so you never know who's the ninja until an epic drops.
Yeah.
So, last thing I wanted to do was make an estimate of the level 80 cap. So when do you think that's coming?
Okay, I think it's going to be September the 27th, 2014.
I think it's going to be September 27th, 2013. It's just my guess.
David, start thinking positively.
Okay, sorry. It'd just be horrible if the level 80 cap came out soon, because, you know, a lot of people have spent more money on this update than they have on any other update, so...
GSL came out. I quit for about 3 months, and then when SPL came out, I logged back in, ran like every day, and then stopped because I knew there was going to be another thing. So I wasn't even part of getting Epic Tier 2.
Maybe that's what we have to do now. Just follow Spirit's example. Just don't try that hard. Just run dungeons for no reason.
Friends.
Yeah.
Look, I get epics. I have fun. I have good gear, but I don't say pro XP. All these shit.
Yeah, I mean, because there's always new stuff coming out, and your gear is gonna go obsolete immediately. So maybe just run for fun. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes a rhythm.
I might try that. I don't know.
You should make a song called "Run for Fun."
Run for fun. Run for fun. Run, 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 run for fun. That's the first line.
Rose is pro. Rose is... Okay.
Rose is pro. Good times. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it.
Alright. So, I just wanted to thank you, Spirit, for coming on this show so many times this season. You're the guest star that has appeared the most on this season.
Yeah, I feel special now.
Good. So, do you want to do the closing?
Oh, how are we going to do it?
I don't know.
We can do it in a lot of ways. I mean, like, we could make the song up on the spot.
Yeah, we could do that. Or we could just keep this in and keep it as the closing.
Oh, yeah, that might be a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Thanks, guys, for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Alright guys, so that's basically it for this episode, and now it's time for the question of the week. The question of the week this week is, how long do you think it will be before the next level cap? Leave your answers in the comments below, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so thanks guys for watching. I'm gonna go back to sleep now, and I'll see you next time.